Bombing, episode 2. Okay, this is episode 2 of Bombing.
Yes.
We're really doing it out here. Episode 2 of, hey, there you go. Episode 2 of Bombing. This is a podcast about bombing on stage and also in real life. Haydn and I are brothers. My name's Ryan Jennings.
I'm Haydn.
And we're autistic. We're brothers, and we live in Los Angeles. We do stand-up comedy, and we are open micers, and we bomb a lot on stage and mostly in real life. So, cheers, dude.
Cheers, dog.
Podcast number 2.
Tank.
Hayden and I just got back from Fourth Wall Comedy Club in North Hollywood.
Yes, right off Burbank Boulevard.
That's right. We both just did 5 minutes, and
It went okay.
yeah, no, I felt good.
Yeah, it went all right.
I felt good. We were both talking about this was the first time where we felt like I wish I had more time on stage. This was the very first time I ever felt like man, I wish I had like 10 minutes instead of 5 minutes. You looked a lot more loose up there.
I felt a lot more loose, man. Because I'd done all these before, and I just went out there. I was like, all right, these are the jokes I'm gonna do. Let's just see how it goes, and it came a lot more smoothly, as opposed to like sitting there like with blinders on. Like, these are the words I have to say.
You know, yeah, it felt like a little more effortless.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I went up there I had 6 jokes on my notepad, and I figured, I probably have enough time for 3 of them. But yeah, this was the first time where I was like, I wish I had some more time because I could do these other 3 jokes, and they would go just as fine as the previous 3.
It's cool. It's a cool feeling seeing yourself getting like better in real time at something that you used to blow at. So, because dude, I remember like bombing, like going up like, hey, what's the deal with skulls, man? And then just eating shit. And now, like getting a couple laughs, it's like encouraging. It's like, okay. So like the process seems to be working, and that's a very encouraging thought.
We're getting better at it, dude. We really are. And
At the expense of our mental health.
I know, for real. But we are getting better at it.
Honestly, the kind of person that goes to an open mic, that's insane. That's a crazy person, dude.
It is. It takes a certain specific kind of person.
Hey, I'm gonna go be funny. I'm gonna go be funny in front of a bunch of people. Boy, are you insane? What are you talking about?
Are you
Are
crazy?
you crazy?
But you're not funny in normal real
No,
life.
that doesn't matter. Look, they're called bits.
What's a bit?
I've got bits. I have funny thoughts. I'm gonna go say them in front of people.
Live comedy. I'm gonna go into a room and make people laugh. I've been feeling really good lately about what we've been doing. Finally, for the first time since we've started this whole adventure, we're finally doing what we were supposed to, and more. We're doing more than I expected us to do, and I feel great. I felt for the first time in a long time, I feel great about myself and about what we're doing, and a lot of that is because I've been not only have we been staying busy with videos and podcasts and comedy skits and stand up, but like I've been treating myself nicer. I've been being nicer to myself lately.
Well, that's nice. Were you treating yourself like a big piece of shit earlier, or what?
Yeah, I didn't treat myself well growing up. I was very mean to myself.
Okay.
I bullied myself growing up.
All right.
And I would always just count myself out. I would stop myself from doing stuff before I even started, because I would go, well, yeah, that'd be cool to do, but you're an idiot. Don't go talk to that girl. Girls don't like idiots.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But
damn it, I forgot. I'm a big idiot loser.
Yeah, dude.
I forgot.
Dude, I would say these horrible things to myself.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh wait, I'm a loser.
I forgot.
Whoops. I got too confident there for a second. I'm a loser.
Yeah, dude.
But that's what I would tell myself, and here's what I've been doing recently.
Yeah.
And you know, if anyone wants to try this, it works. I've been telling myself, hey Ryan, you're not an idiot.
And how has that worked out for you?
I've been feeling better about myself.
That's
Who
good.
would have thought? Who would have thought that if you don't tell yourself that you're an idiot every single day, you feel better about yourself?
I don't buy it, man.
What an idiot I was.
Yeah, no.
What an idiot I was.
Well, that's good. You know, that's good. That's an improvement.
Yeah, no, it is good. I've been telling myself, I told myself, good job the other day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I did something and I just said, hey, good job, Ryan.
Mm.
And that was last week, and I still feel good.
You're still riding that high?
Yeah. You want to talk about working at the Governor's Club?
Fuck. Okay. All right, if we're talking about Scott Bailey, let's talk about working at the Governor's Club. Okay.
I will talk all day about working at the Governor's Club.
The Governor's Club was a very like high-end exclusive golf course.
It's the nicest golf course in Nashville, Tennessee. It's all private.
It's one of them. Yeah,
it's invite only.
Yeah, it's
members only.
It's private. Your membership dues are through the roof. Very hard to get into.
We were cart boys.
We were cart guys.
And we were in charge of the driving range and maintaining the golf course. And, we were in charge of getting the bags. And we had personal relationships with the members where they would pull up and they would say, hello Ryan, hello Haydn.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
There was one guy. He had a sick old Porsche. I think it was like a 9.2. It was the one with like the fastback with the bubble headlights, whatever. I'm not gonna name names, but he would pull in to like drop his clubs off, and every day he'd like open the door, so like I could valet his car, and like 6 Guinness's cans would just fall out, and he'd just like have weed on him. He was just like an old cool guy. He's like, yeah, man, you park the car in the back and just like bring it around, dude.
Basically, all we would do all day was we would deal with these super wealthy, retired, men who would golf, and just they would throw money around.
Yeah.
And we'd clean their clubs, we'd park their cars, and we would build a relationship with these people, and they'd just be after a round of golf, they'd be like, here's $100.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go have a nice day, kid.
There's so much so that to this day there's this thing that we call a Harrison towel. And the Harrison,
shout out Mr. Harris.
Shout out Mr. Harrison. You're a good guy.
You're a king, dude.
You're a king, dude. Yeah, you're crushing it.
A Mr. Harrison towel is when if you go golfing, you wet half the towel, only half.
The other half has to remain dry.
And that way you can use the wet part to wipe the club, and then you use the brush, and then you use the dry part to dry it. We call it a Harrison because Mr. Harrison, we knew that if he was golfing that day, we knew that he liked a half wet towel draped on the left side, the driver's side of the golf cart on the armrest. He liked it draped on the armrest. And if you did that, he would walk up and he'd see that and he'd give you $40, $50.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he'd be like, thanks.
Yeah, thanks,
kid.
Thank you for doing what you know I like.
Yeah.
And that was we did that with so many different people. I remember I forget their name, but they liked 3 towels and fresh ice in the cooler. And so every time I knew that I saw them on the sheet,
yeah.
I would make sure they had 3 towels and fresh full cooler full ice, and I would get that money. Dude.
That was that ex CIA dude that would go. Him and his buddy. He'd pull up in like a blue Mustang, and him and his buddy they were the first tee time every day. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out how to say this without like incriminating evidence. But do you remember Jerry?
Yes.
J-Dog?
I will say them. Yeah.
Yeah. Because he.
Rest in peace. Can I say that?
I think so.
Okay. Rest in peace, Jerry.
Rest in peace, Jerry. He had a sordid life, and no, but that dude, he would go and he played like 36 holes, and he'd come back, and he lived right off of the 18th hole.
Yeah.
And so if I was working night shift, he'd stammer up and be like, "Yeah, babe, boy, I need you to take me back to my house." So I mean, dude, this happened like on the order of like 20 plus times. He'd be like, he'd toss me his keys, like his Porsche or his Maserati, and he'd be like, "Hey, you take me home." Yeah, and
Haydn,
dude, his house
I
was,
need a ride.
his house was so big. He'd be like, "Pull into the south driveway, so that my wife doesn't know."
Yeah. Pull into the backyard garage.
Yeah, and so
His house was huge.
and so I drive up there. I pull into like one of his driveways and into like one of his 6 garages, and he'd be like, park it here. Oh, park it here. Here's $200. Thank you. Don't you tell a soul about this, so I can kill you. All right, and then he'd show up the next day with like business execs, like Bridgestone people, not to name companies, allegedly, whatever. But he'd show up the next day, he'd be like, yeah, so we're gonna do a couple of holes today, just like, and totally slept it off. Dude, all right, since we're not naming names, the other thing, I remember when Jake still worked there with me, he would like contract the car guys to do like work around his house, just for cash, just like little stuff, and one day he was like, yeah, there's like a bunch of stuff in my downstairs bedroom that I need moved to my upstairs bedroom. And I was like, that's a very
Of course, Jerry.
that's
no,
a very
no
Jerry,
problem.
it's a very Jerry thing to say. And
Yeah, you helped him move one time.
yeah, I helped him move a bunch of stuff, and I went into his downstairs bedroom, and there was this like, it was like a coffee table about yay big, about waist high, made entirely of gold. And like gold plated, all of it. It was all gold, and on there was a variety of items that ranged in price. And so like on the left, it would be like it was like a nice set of like heels, like red bottoms or whatever nice heels are. And the next, it was like diamond jewelry, and the next was like a Gucci purse, all the way up to like some crazy like diamond necklace thing.
God.
Yeah, just this crazy spread of like super expensive shit, and
What was it there for?
I'll tell you, I asked him, I was like, because this is all like chick stuff. I asked him, I was like, Jerry, like what's all this stuff on the gold table? And he was like, oh, that, as you know, if I bring a lady home, she does a nice job, I send her back with a little bit of a reward.
Oh my God.
He called it a reward.
A little a prize.
A prize, a little bit of a prize. And he was like, yeah, the better they do, the nicer they get. And I was like,
Oh my God.
I was like 20. And I was just like, dude, all right.
A little prize at the end of what I can only assume is this game he is in charge of.
This crazy game. And he had multiple concubines, we'll call them, I guess. But yeah,
That dude was an animal.
That dude was. And I remember one time, it was right when I started working there. A tow truck company came. They were working right off of the 18th hole.
Yeah.
Right by where his house was. And I was sitting there. I was like, "What's all that? What's with like the crane?" And what was that guy's name? Actually, we're not going to name him.
Don't name names.
It was the old guy that cleaned everybody's shoes.
Yes, I remember him.
So he came up, and this guy's been working at the Governor Club like since it opened in like 2002 or something. So
And he had the polished hands to show.
yeah, it was like shaking hands with a leather couch.
Yeah.
But I was like, what happened? And he knew all the mysteries of the place, and he was like, oh yeah, that was he was like, yeah,
that guy's.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, that's Jerry's driveway. I was like, what happened? And he goes, he drove his Maserati off the end of his driveway into the pond on the 18th hole. And so they were like, yeah, so he's getting his car out and he's gonna get it fixed. I was like, oh my God. He was like, yeah.
I love those certain things you do in shitty jobs where you know that if you take care of a person, then that they'll take care of you.
Mm-hmm.
Jerry was one of those dudes.
R.I.P. Jerry.
Rest in peace. There's those things you learn, like the same thing happened at Van Nuys Airport. There was this dude, he owned a G6. Excuse me. It's the mimosas, dude.
Maybe we stopped doing mimosas.
Maybe we stopped doing mimosas because they're the burpiest drinks ever. There was this dude at Van Nuys Airport. He had a G6 and it was blue and white. And if when he showed up, his plane was perfectly ready.
Yeah.
And he had to do nothing but drive through the gate and get on and take off. He gave you $100 bill. So what do you think we did every time we knew he was flying out?
You made his plane was pristine.
He was the most important plane.
Yeah.
Because he tipped the most important amount of money, which was that 100, which we all broke up.
That hundo stick, dog.
Dude, and so anytime we saw that he was flying, we'd go, okay, so you were in charge of this, making sure this dude's life is as easy as possible, because we all needed that $100. Another dude who was like that was Keith Urban's pilots. I used to work at Signature at the Nashville airport, and I would tow and fuel Keith Urban's airplane every day, every other day. Keith Urban was always flying, and his pilots were the coolest people ever. And it was like this understanding that if they can show up and they don't have to do anything, then they'll take care of you.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the coolest thing, because you're there to do a job, but there's those people who you pay more attention to because they hook you up with that 50, 60, $100.
Well, also they care, and like a lot of times, like the people that you're taking care of, they're at like a later stage in their life, and so they've been through like exactly what you're doing. They
Yep.
see you and they go, "It sucks to be there. It sucks."
But you fucking hustled.
Yeah.
This is the pilot speaking. You hustled. I showed up. My plane's where I want it to be. It's fueled. The carpet's there. I don't have to do anything. Thank you. Bam. Here's $100. Because that made it easier for him, and then of course that made it easier for Keith Urban, who would show up and he'd pull up to the plane, get on,
And pull out his guitar and start playing.
And start singing songs, and we'd all go, Keith Urban, we love you so much. And then he'd get on the plane and he'd take off, fucking no issues at all.
Yeah, dude.
And those people stick out because I want to be one of those people. I want to be one of those people one day where I'd love to just throw some money to the little guy, to the past me, the dude I used to be. You know what I mean?
See, I don't, because I want to be the opposite. I want to be the guy that goes, that goes, "You piece of shit!
Oh my!
You're not doing your job correctly."
Oh my!
And then I get to go, "Oh, boo, boo! You're doing a poor job. I would have done it better." No, I'm kidding.
You sting!
You sting!
I was never you scum.
I was better than you. Go pick up my golf balls.
Boo!
Boo!
Boo! Queen of filth. Queen of slime.
Queen of putrescence. Yeah, dude. No, I'd probably be chill if I got like $1 billion, like everyone else would.
Yeah, same. No, I want to be that dude who one day I go golfing and I see the cart guy drenched in sweat and fucking wind burn and sun blisters from working outside all day, dragging my bag upstairs, and I just go, man, here's 100. Stick with it. You know what I like. Give me a Harrison towel. And he goes, wait, what's a Harrison? I'm not gonna explain what a Harrison is.
Don't worry about that. Yeah. Look.
I want to show up fresh ice in the cooler, beer, and a Harrison towel, and here's that 100 every single time.
Look, I can see that you work really hard. That's the whole thing. It's like, dude, I was in your position.
Yeah.
Okay?
For years.
For years. I know how hard it is to do your job, and I can see that you're working hard, and it's gonna take you places. You just really need to keep it up.
Yeah.
So here's $2.
Oh my god. $2.
Nah, dude.
$2.
Nah, dude. Shitty tippers are the fucking worst. They're
$2.
The worst people. The worst.
The worst.
The worst.
No, it is crazy that.
Dude, I miss Trump.
Yeah.
Dude, I miss Trump, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
What do you miss about him?
Dude, he was just funny, man. He was like a funny president.
He was funny. He was funny, and I think that anyone with a sense of humor will admit that he was funny.
Yeah, he wasn't like, I don't think he was great at the job, but like he was funny.
He was entertaining.
Yeah, he was entertaining.
He was entertaining like the Jersey Shore was entertaining.
Exactly. It was like watching chaos in real time, and you're just like, oh my god.
Yeah. You're watching it and you're like, this is horrible.
Yeah, you're like, this is.
But I actually kind of love it.
Yeah.
And I want him to keep going. Hey, you know what though? I stand by the Jersey Shore. The Jersey Shore.
Oh, I forget that you're like a Jersey
was a
Shore
good
fan.
show.
It was, dude. It was fine.
No.
Tell the viewers what you think about The Masked Singer.
I'll get into that later. The Jersey Shore was a good show, dude. I stand by the Jersey Shore.
All right.
The Jersey Shore was a sick experiment.
Okay.
This was the first of one of these sort of reality shows where they would cast a certain group of people and put them in an environment and film them and broadcast, excuse me, whatever they did. But what I like about the Jersey Shore was, first off, the Jersey Shore cast, perfect. Every single person in the Jersey Shore cast was perfect.
Like for their roles? Casted perfectly.
Casted perfectly, but it wasn't like roles like, hey, you're going to play this guy like that. They were just who they were.
Yeah.
They were perfect. It's like a movie who you go, every person in this movie is perfect, and I couldn't imagine anyone else in it. Excuse me. Every person in the cast was perfect. The location was perfect.
New Jersey.
The house was perfect, and it made for a good show. But also, deeper than that, it was a sick experiment. They weren't allowed phones. They weren't allowed to watch TV. There was no TVs in the house.
No.
They weren't allowed to read the newspaper. They had to be on camera 24/7, and because of the no phones and the no TV, it forced them to interact. All that they were allowed to do was interact and be on camera, and that's it. So that led to the drinking. They were given free alcohol. Anything they wanted to drink, it was paid for. That's why the show was just a chaotic group of fucking misfits drinking and going to clubs and just getting blackout and arguing and fucking dancing and hitting each other and fucking each other. They all fucked each other. They all fought with each other. And it led to the Jersey Shore. And I think that show was fucking perfect. Also, my favorite thing about the show was the redemption story of Mike the Situation.
Tell me more about Mike the Situation. Tell me more, please.
Are you interested?
Yes.
The story of Mike the Situation is a redemption story, unlike any other. Mike the Situation went from just the biggest douchebag piece of shit on the planet to this sober husband, sort of, hey, it's all gonna be all right kind of guys. And he went to jail for tax shit.
I mean, who doesn't go to jail for tax shit?
Sure. But the redemption story of Mike the Situation, I think that like even makes Jersey Shore, 10 times better than it already was. Because that dude's like, I don't know how many years sober. He's got a girlfriend. They've been dating for the longest time. Shout out Mike the Situation, dude. I love the Jersey Shore. You know what a show I hate is, though? The Masked Singer.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I'm glad you brought that up. That
I hate The Masked Singer.
That's the kind of show that I see, and I can't help but thinking of like the bread and the circus of the declining Roman Empire.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's weird because that's the exact same thing that I thought. Wait, no, it's not. Wait, no, it isn't.
No. But seriously, I think it's like when Rome was falling, what did they amp up? It was the bread and circus. It was the spectacle. And then you see a show like The Masked Singer.
Ugh.
And more importantly,
Yuck.
You see the people in the audience of The Masked Singer, dude.
Who's
And
under the mask?
No. And this potato with eyes, whatever, or like a plump lettuce.
Yep.
Goes and they sing, and then everyone in the audience goes.
I think I know who it is. I think it was.
Look, I'm mimicking Masked Singer audience members. That's it.
You know, the audience is the worst. But what's worse is the hosts. They go, oh.
Yeah.
They do all that crazy. Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh. All that and the audience goes as if they weren't fucking paid to do this. They go. Whoa!
Dude, the deepest rung of hell is reserved for like those America's Got Talent like judges. Because they just sit there and they go, whoa! Oh my god!
Oh, you got me there!
And they just,
hey!
Dude, they like laugh at like this dead
garbage.
Just this garbage content that is not. And I understand why they do that, because it's like...
I don't.
Why not?
Why they do that?
Yeah, it's because they have to appeal to like the most amount of people.
Okay, then I don't understand deeper than why. I don't understand why anyone's appealing to anybody and how this TV show got through 100 different people's eyes and they still went, this is a good show. If you've never seen an episode of The Masked Singer, go look it up because it's whatever networks it's on. Number one TV show.
It's all like advertising dollars. So it's like, how can we make a show that is like demographically pleasing to the widest audience? How can we get the most people to watch this thing? Why? Because the more people that watch this thing, the more we can charge for advertisement slots in between all these things. So you know how you're always raving about like how you don't like ads? How ads suck?
I hate ads.
Okay, so what the people over at The Masked Singer are betting is, I bet a lot of people are gonna watch this show. Why are they betting? Because why are they betting that? It's because if they can get enough people to watch this show with that idea, then the viewership grants them a higher position at the bargaining table for advertising costs. So because Pepsi wants you to buy a Pepsi and not a Coke, you have to watch The Masked Singer. That's how that works.
I don't know, dude.
Same thing with the Super Bowl. I was talking about you. I was telling you about this at the store. You ever notice how like every single Pepsi advertisement around the Super Bowl, they get to say, "Hey, this Super Bowl stuff." Come on, hey, seriously, this.
Yeah.
This Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Stock up on Pepsi products. Stock up on a Pepsi.
Yeah.
Buy a Pepsi for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Buy a Pepsi for the Super Bowl.
Okay.
And then here's the real devious part of it. If you're Coca-Cola,
okay,
then it's maybe buy our beverage for the big game.
Okay.
Hold on. Buy a Coca-Cola for the big game.
Oh my God.
Buy a Coca-Cola for... You mean the Super Bowl? But hey, easy.
Not that.
Not that.
Technically.
Technically, buy a Coke for the big game.
Why is it that they say big game?
Money.
Okay.
It's because Pepsi owns the rights to like license the name Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Because like the Super Bowl is like a brand in the same way that like Fritos is a brand of chips or fucking Heinz is ketchup. It's like its own entity. And so only one person can have the rights to license that, and it fell on Pepsi. Oh, hold on. I just noticed. It's been 40 minutes. I just noticed. I have things to talk about on the podcast.
You have things to talk about.
I have a couple of things across this week that I thought would be funny.
Okay, let's hear them.
First off is I don't understand why we don't send all trash right into the sun.
Yeah?
Yeah, man.
Elaborate on that.
Look,
That was mid-sip.
look, dude. The sun, it's right there. All
It
right?
is right there.
It's right there, okay? And we've got like a ton of trash on this planet, right?
Yeah, like too much trash.
Like way too much trash, right? And everyone's like, oh, we should put it underground. We should throw it in the landfill.
We should turn it into another thing that
We-
I'll
yeah.
use and then shit it out again.
We should recycle it so I can eat it and poop it. No. Listen. The sun.
Shoot it into the sun.
Shoot it all into the sun. I don't know why that's so hard. You
Yo.
got Elon Musk down in Texas shooting out reusable rockets every single day. Throw your garbage bag on top of that. Oh no, but it's just for satellites and like science. Throw a couple of cans of garbage on there.
Yo,
Send
that's-
it right to the sun,
Yo,
dog.
that's genius.
Yeah.
Because it wouldn't harm the sun at all.
No, dude, the sun.
It wouldn't even touch the sun,
Dude,
technically.
it wouldn't even get to the sun before it was not even a problem anymore. Like, that's how hot the sun is, dude.
It wouldn't even touch the actual sun. It would burn up before then.
And everyone's like, oh, well, what if it misses? And like, dude, who cares? It's space. You know
It
how much-
goes for, and who cares? It
Yeah.
goes forever.
Do you know how much space there is?
It unlimited.
There's an infinity of space.
forever space.
Here's the other thing. If your belief in NASA is so low that you don't think that they could get a rocket to hit the sun, what are we even doing here, man?
No, they could totally.
They could totally do it.
They could. I mean, that's not even a thought. They could totally send a rocket and bullseye the sun.
Dude, you get. It could even be reusable. You get like the Honda Civic.
Yeah.
You get.
Yeah.
Dude, you get the Honda Civic of
dude.
rockets. Dude, you get the Kia Sedona
Sure.
of rockets.
Sure.
The burgundy Kia Sedona
Yeah.
with the gray interior.
You get that Toyota Tacoma style rocket where it's just it's cheap,
reliable.
It's gonna work every time.
It's not gonna cost you an arm and a leg to fill up. You get that of rockets. Fire that bad boy in the sun all day.
Yo, that's fucking genius.
I'm just saying, dude. Send it all to. And here's the other thing about the sun. It's always there.
It's forever there.
So yeah.
It's gonna be there until ever.
Yeah.
Dude, and you know what else? All you gotta do is take a shitty car company and buy up 3 shitty car companies, put them all together and be like, you're not making cars anymore. You're gonna now make shitty one-time rockets.
What? Oh, dude, that's even better. One-use rockets.
It has to be one use.
Yeah.
Shitty. You're gonna make shitty one-time rockets that are gonna bullseye the sun.
Yeah.
And we're gonna attach a bunch of trash to them.
Dude, and hold on. What an achievable goal. If you fuck up not hitting the sun.
No, that's actually
hold on.
super easy.
Hold on. If you aim at the biggest thing, If you aim at the biggest thing and miss, you're fired. That's the biggest thing. It's all that's there.
Yeah, dude.
And
Also-
you missed.
Also, it's like
You missed.
Also, it's like, how'd you miss? It's
It's
there.
right there, dude.
It's the blinding thing
Yeah.
right there.
You mean you missed?
Hey, I'm sorry, Sergeant. We missed the sign.
You missed. How?
Oh my God. Yo, you know what else?
How'd you miss?
I see. Oh no, the ketchup.
Okay.
Another thing is, I see no downside to sending all trash directly to the sun.
No, because it's like there's no sun warming. It's the warm.
Yeah.
The warm's there. It's all that, you know.
It wouldn't harm the sun,
No.
and it would only solve the trash.
Yeah.
And it would solve the trash to a point where there wouldn't be, oh, we're scared of external space debris from shit that missed the sun. It would burn it all up.
Yeah.
It'd still be like a mile from the actual physical sun.
Yeah.
And it would all be nothing now.
Yeah, dude. The sun is like just like a big space toilet with like scissors at the end of it. It's like it's everything that goes in there is just gonna be, it's just gonna be cut off.
It's like a toilet with one of those things that eats up engine blocks on the inside.
An industrial shredder.
That's
Yes,
it.
Yes,
and
yes.
and then you go flush.
Yeah.
And then you go, it's gone.
It's gone. Dude, and
That's not my
here's the
problem.
thing. But what if it gets above the atmosphere and explodes? It's all
Who cares?
Did you see the bottom of the space shuttle? Do you understand how many $1 million blocks it takes to guard that? It would burn up and go away.
It would.
Fuck it.
Even if it missed the sun,
It'd go back.
it would go. Who cares?
Dude, but also it would come back. That's the wildest
And-
thing. Yeah.
Even if it did come back, it would burn up in re-entry.
Yeah, it wouldn't even. Dude, you get near the sun. That's like playing darts where the bullseye's like this big, and you just like, oh no, I got near it, dude. What thing?
Dude, if I'm out in the sun for fucking 2 hours, I get red.
Yeah.
And I'm far away from the sun.
So far, dude.
If trash was closer,
Yeah.
there'd be no more trash.
There'd be no more trash, dude. I just don't get it.
That's where we should send. We should send trash and like criminals to the sun.
Yeah, dude. And criminals too.
and illegal immigrants.
Look. All right. Maybe not illegal immigrants.
Yeah, or maybe though. Maybe though.
Man, there are a couple of food trucks around LA that I really like.
Oh, you know what? You're right, dude.
I wouldn't like to see them go.
You're right. We'll not do illegal immigrants. We'll only do criminals.
But look.
Criminals.
Child molesters,
Yes. Straight to the sun.
straight to the sun.
Who else? Murderers. I think if you murder someone,
Well, it depends. Like, what did they do? You know.
well, they murdered
Well,
someone.
what did the person they killed do?
Oh my
But,
God.
yeah, there's two sides to every story.
Are you okay? All right.
So
Convicted murderers, then straight to the sun.
even then, like, what did they do? No, I'm talking like anyone in the Catholic Church. Probably all of the Vatican.
Hold on.
Hold
You're casting
on.
a broad net here.
Hold on. All of the CDC. Let's just take. Not even like Fauci, let's put him on there, but then all the diseases that they're keeping in like labs,
Sure.
throw them into this, and then they're gone.
That's true.
Then they're just gone. So let's throw him into the sun too.
Chinese people. If you're just Chinese, if you're born and the doctor goes, oh, you're Chinese.
Well, no. Here's the
you
thing.
should go to the sun.
Here's the thing.
You should go straight to the sun.
They do that to themselves already because they can only have one kid. So if you're born a girl, they go, the sun, but with a bullet gun.
The basically sun.
Yeah.
Who else I think I should?
Who else, Ryan? Who else do you think should be thrown into the sun? Who's that?
Me. I think I deserve to go straight to the sun, dude. Do you have any other topics you want to bring up or no?
Well, I was watching the news the other day, and the Super Bowl's coming to town.
Yes, it is.
The Super Bowl's coming to Los Angeles here in a couple of weeks, and on the local news story, they had cleared like dozens of tents and garbage out from in front of local businesses around Inglewood.
They did. They always do that because they don't want to.
Yeah, they want tourists to come in and be like, "Oh, LA is great. It's not.
Look how nice it is.
Look how nice it is. It's not full of garbage and tents.
It's like this always.
It's always like this." So anyway, they like swept all of these tents out in front of these people's businesses, and the local news networks. They went in and then they interviewed the business owners, and they asked them point blank. They were like, "Hey, are you glad that all this garbage and all these tents were cleared from in front of your business?" And they all had the same reaction. They all went, "Absolutely not. This is a testament to the affordable housing crisis in Los Angeles." And none of them gave it up. None of them admitted it. None of them admitted that, like, yeah, fuck that. I don't want trash in front of my fucking donut shop.
I don't like how when people
I don't want poo on my side. I don't want a city of poo.
I think moving homeless people out is wrong.
It's wrong that these people should. No. They're glad. They're glad like everybody else is glad. They just don't want to admit it. Why don't they just say it?
Why don't they just say it?
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
I worked my whole life to grow this fucking sunglass hut.
Yeah.
And I don't like dirty, nothing homeless people shitting and smoking crack or weed, which is worse than crack, outside of my business.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Why don't they just say it?
But
dude?
why, dude? Why is it so hard to just be like, yeah, this is bad. This is awful, and I don't want it in front of here. Are you saying that it should? No, but just not here, not here, not right here, because this is my whole life. My whole life's right here. Don't have it happen here.
You know that if you own a business and you don't technically own the sidewalk of the business or something, and that means if homeless people come and they build a tent like pretty much right outside the front door of your business, you can tell them to go away, but if they don't, you can't hit them. I mean, you can't hit them. That's assault, and that's a whole other thing.
Well, dude, it's like, hey, put a mask on.
Dude, that's a whole other argument.
Or are you gonna hit me?
But you and I have been talking, and we think we have a solution to the homeless problem. And and people aren't gonna like it. It's not.
Hold on. Look, in keeping with the tradition of the idea, no one can know. No one can know. But here's all you have to understand is that we have a solution.
We could solve homeless. I promise you. In Los Angeles, there could be 0 homeless people in a month.
You've already said too much. All right, that's the podcast, guys. Thank you for watching. This is Bombing episode deuce.
Episode 2. Thank you guys for tuning in. Tune in next week where Haydn and I talk about bombing on stage and bombing in real life. That's what we do, and that's how we've and diarrhea.
Bye.
All right, goodbye.